Is Final Destination Bloodlines a premonition?
Or a punishment waiting to collect? Find out next on the cutting room floor. What's up, misfits and metalheads, and welcome to another episode of the cutting room floor. We are from the band Cut Like This. I am Thorn Black.
I'm Rose Blood.
And today we are talking about Final Destination Bloodlines, the sixth installment in the series. And I have to say, I'm glad they brought this back. I just kind of missed the franchise, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But first, don't forget, we have music all over the place. YouTube, Spotify, Bandcamp. You can get our album on Bandcamp, the physical copy. You can buy a digital album straight from the website. Proceeds go directly to us. Well, thank you very much. Now, Rose, why don't we dive into this one? This one is currently streaming on HBO Max.
Well, if you've never seen a Final Destination movie, I don't know why you would start on the sixth one.
Right.
But so this is probably going to be people that are very familiar with it. But if you're not, a premonition leads to a fight for survival against death itself. This is my favorite PTSD-inducing franchise of non-survival horror.
That's great. Non-survival horror.
Horror. This franchise has filled me with so much anxiety,
hasn't it?
But so much joy.
The
spectacle. It's such a perfect spectacle of insane special effects, you know, and they do so much to try to keep them practical as much as possible. But when they do the VFX, they do the VFX right. All I can say is all you got to do is see that freaking log scene.
Ugh.
That log scene from the first, forget about it. That thing messed me up.
The log scene is
I still can't be behind trucks that have logs on them. I can't do it.
Earlier this year, I was on the highway and one of those big log trucks was in front. Like,
nope.
seriously,
I'm far
it was
away
ahead.
From that thing.
I was like, absolutely not.
I'm not
I
in
went
the
the next
same
lane.
lane.
I got past that truck as quick. I was like, absolutely not.
Nope.
But anyway, getting back to
big nope on that. Big nope.
Big nope.
Big nope.
Like, I've seen how this plays out.
I've seen it. So the burning question is, does this carry the torch of this franchise proudly, or does it flop? And let me tell you, there are amazing stunts in this movie. They really are pushing the envelope of what they can do. There is they brought Tony Todd back as his character Bloodworth, and they give you more information on him.
I think that was great that they bring the character back and they actually fill in lots of his story in this one. I think.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
It's a very fitting tribute to the Candyman himself, Tony Todd. Okay, they even if you watch the final words that he says on in this film. At the last words that he says on screen are really were improv by him and are a love letter and a message to his fans throughout the years, because they were like, you know what, forget this script. R.I.P. also, by the way, Tony Todd in real life. They dedicated this movie to him. I thought that was beautiful. In all of the behind the scenes stuff, you can see that the cast was incredibly honored and very excited once they saw that he was in the script and that he was actually, because he's not in all of them, you know, but he's a recurring character, and they were like, oh my God, he's in this one, this is great, you know, and you could tell they were all so excited to meet him and that they respected him so much.
Yeah,
and
right.
It's just awesome to see him very I was touched, man. This was the one moment where my tears were not of fear or sadness.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my heart is touched. It's being touched right now. All right, back to the gore. It was amazing. It was amazing. Beautiful set design.
I think so. I'm gonna get a little bit into like some of the behind the scenes for this movie. Really
Absolutely.
quick.
Let's go.
it was really cool to see. They built it's like half and half for some of the places. I can't talk about it too much.
It's a beautiful marriage of both of those things.
Yeah. There's like definitely a lot of the set will be there though. It's not like completely not there at all.
Yeah.
I think the use of VFX is done very well.
Yep.
They also did they had a couple of like life-size doubles of some of the characters to take the place for, you know, when they die, because who gets out alive in Final Destination? And it was just great to see the details that went into it. Like these look like real arms, like a real body, a real face. Like
you know that if you're gonna work on the final, that they're gonna take only the creme de la creme of special effects people to work on this, and they had an amazing team. Like when we saw the behind the scenes of some of the stuff, you know, some of our favorite moments in this film, it was so impressive. And as like circus acrobats ourselves, it was just seeing they do one scene where there's 20 stunt people dropping from like lines and stuff. It's crazy at the same time, simultaneously.
Crazy. Like it's just being in the circus, we know how easily things could go wrong. Not
absolutely.
That we don't take a million safety precautions to make sure that it doesn't happen, but especially with like aerial work and then the waiting and then people making sure that it has enough load. You know, it's just nice to see it come together so well. They did such a good job with this.
Also, another cool thing about the special effects in this is that one of the stunt people, they might have the record for the oldest stunt person doing a full body burn. Very cool. Very cool. There's an elderly woman and that is like on fire in one of the scenes, and that's really an elderly woman on fire for real. Which is insane. That's insane. Their dedication is inspiring to me. It is so exciting to me to see like just how much went into this, and
there was a lot of care and forethought put into the planning of this. It was just great to watch.
Absolutely. And some of the most inventive this is like, you know, like the Rube Goldberg of doom, you know what I mean? Like this is just like this is why I watch and tune into these kind of movies. You know, it's always just super exciting to see what exactly is, you know, how are they going to pull this off? How is it going to stay fresh and exciting? You know what I mean? Like, it's very difficult because, again, this is the 6th one. And so many there have been so many deaths throughout, you know, all of these movies.
It's like, how do you keep it fresh? How do you keep it original? How do you keep it, you know, me not predicting every single one when it's going to happen, you know? And you feel the thought that went into that. I got to applaud them.
Yep. I want to talk really, really quickly. I don't want to go too much into stuff, but I want to give a shout out to the directors. They were Zach Lipovsky. He worked, and Adam B. Stein. They actually frequently have collaborated on many films together, both writing and directing them, which is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. I love it when they're like either siblings or they're just like really like best buds and stuff, and they're like both putting in like their I'm into that. I feel like when I see movie, because it's like I understand that energy of like, because we are partner acrobats. When we do acrobatics in the circus, we do them together, and there is something special and something different when two people are working together on something. And obviously it takes a village, and especially for something as crazy as Final Destination, it's a serious village. So they actually had a bunch of different writers as well for this one. And it was they have Guy Busick, who worked on a lot of our favorite movies. He did Ready or Not. He wrote Scream. He wrote Abigail.
Such a good movie.
He's written, Ready or Not. And that's not all. That's just the highlight reel. Okay, so then they also got Lori Evans Taylor. She's worked in a lot of TV and stuff. She did a show called 1,000 Ways to Die, which is perfect.
I used to watch that.
It's perfect for somebody that's working on Final Destination, that they worked on a show called 1,000 Ways to Die.
Right.
That's hilarious to me. That's hilarious. They also got another big heavy hitter that they got is John Watts. He worked on Spider-Man No Way Home as a writer and director. He also worked on he did Skeleton Crew, that Star Wars
Yeah.
TV series with Jude Law in it and stuff. He did that. And his horror cred is he did that film Clown, which is, remember that movie, the dad, he gets a clown costume and he puts it on and he becomes possessed by it, and he tries to like take off the nose, but he can't because it's like a parasitic organism on his face. Oh, it's so cringy. Woo, that was a good movie. Maybe we should review that one. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on some of those guys real quick, give them their freaking flowers. Good stuff. Now, all of that being said, we like to rate via chainsaw.
I think I know what time it is.
5 chainsaws being masterpieces. All right.
Oh, yeah.
1 chainsaw. Putting away. You ain't Final Destinationing nobody with that chainsaw. You might stub your toe on it. That's about it. So, Thorn Black.
That's me.
How many chainsaws would you give Final Destination Bloodlines?
I am going to give Final Destination Bloodlines 4.5 stars.
Ooh.
I gotta say, I just love this franchise. This is one of my favorite franchises.
Yeah,
it just is.
I think it's a lot of people's favorite franchise, TBH.
I love seeing the amount of care and detail that went into this movie when I watched some of the behind the scenes. It does it for me very much. I love the swerves when they have some good psych outs when you think people are going to get it and then they don't. And I love how they
keep you on your toes for real.
They do.
For real.
I love how they also have they kind of like fill in a lot of lore actually in this one.
For sure.
A lot more so than I'd say maybe some of the other ones. There's like some good lore filling in that I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. Good job. So it's just a good one, and I hope they never stop making these movies. So, Rose, what are you gonna give this one?
I'm gonna give it 5. You knew I was gonna do that. You knew I was gonna give it 5. 5, man. 5. Okay. Everybody obviously was so hyped to do this. The deaths are insane.
Yeah, they are.
Insane.
They are. Yeah.
Insane. Okay? It's like and what really is amazing to me about it is that because you are always, if you pay attention, you can actually see little foreshadowing of like how people are gonna die. If you really pay attention to stuff, you will know, like, but also they know that you're looking for that, so they like to mess with you in this movie, and I love it.
I love that.
I love it. Oh, also the level of anxiety that I had, because it's like after a certain point, you're looking at everything. Everything becomes a potential death. Yep. And they play on that fear so incredibly well. When they have the freaking family barbecue, I was on the edge. I was biting my nails off. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh no, there's so many ways
that you could die. There's so many things that can happen right now. Right?
Oh my God. There's so many ways that you could die right now. And it's great. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
You have your homework for the weekend. You're welcome. That's gonna be all from us today. Go and eat some food. It should be plenty around this time of year.
Time of year.
Have some pie, have some dessert. Maybe send me a slice. We are from Cut Like This, and we are out.